Onslaught is the new Horde mode in Destiny 2, and today I'm showing you a Void Titan build that will dominate this activity and help you get that sweet, sweet loot. All our gameplay is from activities where we're under level, since Onslaught hasn't dropped yet as of the making of this video, and it contains tons of enemies. Our build is Double Bubble, and it combines the Helm of Saint 14 with the Titan Exotic Glaive Edge of Action. The Helm causes enemies who enter our bubble to be blinded, while the Exotic Glaives allows us to shoot mini bubbles around the map that can also blind enemies. So, large bubbles from our super, and small bubbles from the glaive, hence Double Bubble. And since the smaller bubbles are still technically bubbles, our mini bubbles also blind enemies. And those mini bubbles can also refresh our overshield. Like in this clip, I drop a mini bubble to grab a res in the coil. My teammate comes back and he has full health and an overshield. For our aspects, we run Bastion, so our barricades give us an overshield, and Offensive Bulwark, which gives us a significant boost to our grenade regen when we have an overshield or are in our bubble. Now, as of this video, the smaller bubbles do not synergize with Offensive Bulwark. Why, you may ask? Not sure. Consider this my official request. Bungie, please, just give us this. We will use it to break the game, but it will be beautiful. Our fragments are echoes of instability, persistence, remnants, and cessation. Persistence makes our overshield last longer, remnants makes our grenades last longer, instability gives our void weapons volatile rounds when we get a grenade kill, and cessation causes a void explosion when we finish enemies. And since we're rocking a glaive, we are up in enemies' faces a lot. Finishers will absolutely come in clutch. For our abilities, we're running Towering Barricade, Shield Bash, and Vortex Grenades. Towering Barricade gives us just a little extra cover in later rounds. Shield Bash is great for movement, and, interestingly, can suppress Overload champions in a pinch. Vortex Grenades have a fantastic AoE effect that can lock down lanes, too. This build is all about holding ground, which makes it perfect for Onslaught. We're popping our bubble to protect the EDU or lock down larger choke points. We're also dropping barricades to provide constant overshields to our teammates. It is one of the best defensive builds on Titan, and allows your other fire team members to run damage builds like Arc Warlock with Fallen Sunstar or Vesper of Radius, for Hunter Solar with Shards of Galanor or Celestial Nighthawk. Or you can bring a Warlock with Well of Radiance and maybe like Phoenix Protocol or Sunbracers, and then you kind of chain wells and bubbles the entire time. That could be real nasty. Which is good, because this activity is gonna be brutal, and team synergy and communication will be huge. By the way, if you want this build, we're dropping a dim link as a pinned comment and in the description. When you click it, it will give you all our aspects, fragments, and mods and weapons for the build. For our armor stats, we're prioritizing max resilience and discipline. Our third stat is intellect, since this build is all about spamming our bubbles, blinding enemies, and providing that constant uptime on overshields for our fire team. For armor mods, on our helmet we're taking Harmonic Siphon so our glaive creates orbs of power, and Special Ammo Finder so we get more glaive ammo. I also slotted Ashes to assets, so grenade kills give bonus super energy. On the gauntlets, we have Fastball and Firepower, so we can throw grenades farther, and getting kills with our grenades spawns an Orb of Power. We also slot Bolstering Detonation, which gives us 12% of our barricade back when we do damage with our grenades. On our chest, we skipped our resist mods and slotted 3 Lucent Blade mods, which increases the glaive energy we get from landing shots to 35%. This means we can get our mini bubble in 3 shots and can spam mini bubbles all over the map. Now, if you find you need the extra resist, you could go down to 2 copies of this mod and run a resist mod. It just increases the number of shots to get your mini bubble from 3 to 4. For the legs, we take stacks on stacks to increase the armor charges we can hold, 1 Void Surge mod, and Insulation so we can get even more class ability energy back when we pick up Orbs of Power. Finally, on our class item, we slot 2 copies of the Bomber mod, so when we pop our barricade, we get 17% of our grenade back, and 1 copy of Time Dilation so our Void Surge lasts 15 seconds per charge. For our gameplay loop, we want to start off with a grenade and instantly drop our barricade. This will give us an overshield so we get that increased grenade regen from offensive bulwark and volatile rounds for our glaive from Remnants. We will also get that 17% based on our bomber mods. Start popping off rounds with the glaive until we fill the meter, then drop our mini bubble in a choke point near a teammate or where you see ads spawning in. For our other weapons, we're taking weapons with anti-champion capabilities, a rocket for overloads and a hand cannon for unstoppables. Honestly, you can swap these out based on the kinds of champions you're facing and the other players on your fire team. Since we're up close, you could run a sword here, or maybe a machine gun for additional ad clear when things get real hairy. But we're really leaning hard into that power fantasy of a Titan Vanguard, holding ground, giving our fire team overshields, and just beating enemies down with our pointy murder stick. Good luck out there, Guardians. I'll be bringing this build in on day 1 of Onslaught. We may even stream it over on Twitch on Tuesday. If you enjoy our content, leave us a like and subscribe as we'll be putting out more Onslaught builds between now and the final shape.